Hello, hello, hello. My name is Chrisanne. I am the owner of the Healing Tree, and I am giving you some astrological updates for the month of January, especially from now until the 20th and the 22nd. As you know, we started on December 21st with the kickoff of the Great Conjunction, Jupiter conjunct in Saturn in Aquarius. Now we are headed into Mars entering into Taurus and squaring off in Saturn really heavily on the 13th of January. Can join Uranus on the 20th and square off in Jupiter on the 22nd. It's a lot, I know, but I'm going to break it down for you and explain it to you piece by piece so you can understand the aspects that are going on in a planetary sense and how it's going to affect us in our internal worlds and our outer worlds. So, here we go. So Taurus is a very slow moving sign. They don't like to rush. So they're really about laying out the foundations and creating the plan. First off, Mars is the planet of aggression, anger, passion, and action. So it's also going into Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign, which is usually pretty grounding. And Taurus is usually about finances, what you value, money, possessions, material things. Tauruses do not like change. They're very resistant to change. They like to stick to their creature comfort things and security above all else. Mars, being of all action and taking the steps to move forward, Taurus is very resistant to do so. So there's a lot of restriction and affliction. So they're energies that don't mesh very well. So there are going to be challenges in that aspects. Okay, Saturn. Saturn is the planet of authority, governments, rules, restrictions. And then you have Aquarius. Aquarius is the teenager in the system, where Saturn's like the dad, which I've explained many times. But Aquarius is like that inner teenager who wants to rebel. It's also about coming together as a community during times of struggle. So we have all these aspects lining up together right now. Talk about, the aspects of the, square, like Mars is squaring Saturn. So what's happening is the square actually represents challenges that we have to overcome in order to grow and evolve. And where Saturn is kind of like that restrictive father, it's the government, and it's breaking down systems that are no longer working. And then when you have the Taurus aspect, it's really about, shit, I like that security. I liked where we were at. I was comfortable, I was safe, and I don't want to change. And then you have Aquarius, who's all about humanitarian. It's all about evolution. It's all about coming together as a community and really growing and evolving. And then you have Mars again. It's this, planet of anger and passion and wanting to move forward. So there's a little bit of like this tug of war that is happening right now. So there's going to feel like this place of internal want to make these changes. And so initially, what this is trying to tell you is you need to, in the Taurus aspect, slow and steady wins the race. It's not about reacting. It's about calming down and getting grounded and staying connected to your source, staying connected to your higher self, staying connected to this inner navigation system and your beliefs, and really thinking things through before actually taking action. And that you can overcome the challenges, but you have to build your foundation first and your infrastructure. So it's really about thinking the plan through and not overreacting, but also coming together and helping each other out and staying grounded as a community. So ultimately, when you look at this particular aspect with Mars and Taurus, it's really not a time to rush into anything right now. It's really about living simply, living at a basic level and not overspending, and creating your security within yourself, creating security within your family, your solid group of people and your community right now. And it's really about putting a pause and just keeping all 4 feet on the ground. Okay, now we have Saturn squaring off Uranus from January 10th to the 20th, which means the storm is brewing, the pot is being stirred, and there's going to be intensity in the air from now until at least the 20th. What does this mean? Well, again, Saturn being restrictive boundaries. Then you have Uranus, who's kind of like the wild card in the group. It's the surprise. It's that skeleton in the closet's being let out. So it means a lot of scandals, a lot of shits being brought to surface, the darkness being brought to light. Breakups could happen around this time. All the things. So in this element, there's a lot of impatience. There's a lot of stubbornness. So the advice here is to really stay grounded and be in control of your emotions. Overreacting is really not going to do anybody good at this time. It's really about keeping your shit together and being in control of your emotions. And the Taurus aspect is really thinking through before the reacting part. Bottom line, manage your emotions. Manage your expectations of an outcome. Things happen for a reason. Things are always laid out as they're supposed to be. So what I always tell my people, give it a kiss. Keep it simple, sexy. Okay? Just lean in and you have to just roll with the things that are happening in your life at this time. January 23rd, we have Mars squaring Jupiter, which actually squaring, I know, is usually constrictive and restrictive, but in this case, it's actually good. So it's really about having that can-do attitude and making the changes that not most people can make at this time. So it's really about plowing forward with the plan. And it's really about implementing things and dreaming bigger, doing bigger. But there is negative sides to it too. Sometimes when you overthink it or overdo it, you can create accidents as well. But nonetheless, it is actually a good aspect to be in because it's all about going ahead with the plan for change. We're on the planet Mars. I just want to talk about what's going down in February. So February 21st to the 24th, Pluto is going to be trining with Mars, which is a good thing because it's all about moving forward. It's all about expansion. It's all about launching new projects. It's also about healing and just finally starting to be able to move forward and pick up the pieces and move on. Whoosh, I know, that was a lot, right? But the last one, we have new moon in Capricorn. New moon usually stays dark. It's like the dark side of the moon. It's really getting intuitive insights. And Capricorn is that managerial energy. It's keeping steadfast. Again, earth sign, very slow. So it's really about managing your life too and how you want to move forward over the next new moon or the next 6 months or year. It's really about creating your plan, management, being rational. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. So there you have it. To all my healers out there, it's all about remaining neutral and assisting your clients in their healing of what they need for healing. And I am available as well for healing card sessions, intuitive readings, birth chart readings, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you have about this particular video that I did do. And slow and steady wins the race. See you in the next video.